No, that never happened.
Welcome back to Legacy Weekly. Our designer is the Mima, our writer is Noteworthy59, my name is Superside Kian,
and my name is Matthias Stinson. While we don't cover streams on the channel, that opening clip was simply too good not to include. Take this as an extra reminder to follow your favorite Legates on all the available platforms, for a full scope of their misadventures that we can only scratch the surface of. And with that out of the way, here are the events and highlights of the Legacy SMP this week.
It was me. Uh-oh. Well, it was me. It's a fair game.
Starting off with Wiggleman, who turns out to be the winner of his and Jem's Diamond Dragon. This could be the game's way of comforting him, since George the Panda tragically died in nether transport after 22 long weeks of life. His would-be partner, now on top of Viggo's tree stump, is renamed Pandora.
No! No! George died from this stupid portal.
Along the base of his tree stump and its log, Viggo builds a cliff face with a patchwork of stone varieties, almost like an infestation of smaller, grayer fungi. The giant variety certainly hasn't been forgotten though, as more multicolored shrooms spring up from the hill. Viggo's surrounding animals clamber all over his tree trunk to get a better view of his architecture.
What is it with animals and mobs all just kind of hanging out on the side of the trunk?
Pearlescent Moon's animals are slightly less all over the place, as she finishes up the fish tank part of her industrial base. A transparent pipe on the inside and a solid one on the outside are installed before she fills the chamber with water.
Great, let's just do this. Let's keep placing it. And we'll just bone meal the whole thing.
Pearl fills the industrial tank with rocks, plants, and a custom conduit layout, foresting the place with kelp, then removing it to turn all the water into source blocks. Ariel the salmon is the first guest of her tank, preceding the first batch of renamed tropical fish.
Before next Legacy stream, I will go and get a whole bunch of them, so we're able to kind of just power through them.
The Legate Ariel belongs to, Mythical Sausage, runs some errands through the shopping district, providing Jim's wagon with its first sales, and loading some more prize box into the shulker box claw machine. Archaeolus then calls him in for a business meeting to work out the details of Sausage's future island.
I'm down to 42 steak, and honestly, me eating cows right now, I don't know if that counts as cannibalism, or I don't know.
A few hours later, Sausage is left with a donut-shaped landmass that he decides to convert into an airborne chicken coop. The inside chamber is filled with lush cavey details surrounding his auto chicken cooker. The outside is topped with a well, a windmill, and walls. If Sausage still remembers the JFC food truck/blimp, he's well on the road to overtaking it.
Drop shoot, so we add the new chickens in there, which is really cool, and I love this well. This has to be my favorite well of all time.
Speaking of shops replacing other shops, Logical Geek Boy slaps down his wildest card yet. A Nether Star farm so efficient that it operates on entity cramming. His treasure trove of wither skulls is put to use in summoning thousands upon thousands of three-headed bosses, as well as flexing on an AFK sliced lime.
And let's spawn proof all of this. You know, I just happen to have these in my inventory. So yeah, in fact I might lay a few more down here.
Using a 3x3 patch of bedrock to trap withers in alarming violation of social distancing, Logic adds 2 new items to his Superstore's index. Wither skulls for 2 diamonds each, and beacons for 1 diamond block. He also shoots up some rainbow laser beams under each of the end gateways, giving anyone who kills the dragon a pretty light show to accompany them.
Right on the top, and there you go. I've added beacons on every single end gateway. We're still going to have to do some more decoration around them.
Sliced Lime swoops by to drop off a package of wither roses for Logic, before locating the center of his nether roof gold farm. The tiered circles of magma could comfortably be named Rings of Fire, especially from the excessive rage of its zombie piglin residents.
Okay. It's raining piglins.
Lime doesn't stop there, though, as he purchases almost as many name tags as Logic to name 14 piglin barterers, with item sorters, trading systems, and shulker box loaders in place. He's now ready to become the golden half of his and Logic's business alliance.
But for now, Really happy with this result. Maybe we'll do an extra stream this week and just go end raiding. That could be pretty cool.
We haven't covered this on Legacy Weekly in detail, but Lime has been finalizing his blast-proof Wither Battle arena over multiple Twitch streams. One of his more recent accomplishments is a gigantic replica of the Minecraft Wither painting, sprawling across a patch of the mesa.
It's quite a view. It's nicer than I thought it would be from up here.
You'd be pleased to find more donuts floating in the sky courtesy of Archelius, who, like we mentioned earlier, meets up with Sausage to talk floating islands. He tosses a tree into the deal even if Sausage nicked a diamond from his cave.
Since you're the first customer, we'll put 1 tree on that.
Yes! Oh, I got a free tree! Yes! Thank you so much! That's perfect! Okay, right here. Yes!
Right.
Come on! I pulled up last minute!
Along with building the island and getting back at Sausage for a prank at the very beginning of the season, Archie takes us to the ground as well. His recently built lake will serve as a hub for many ground and water-based projects, including the Legacy River Network.
Gonna be really cool. I think that's also a great way to get the community together and also just build some water features, because we don't have that right now.
Fwip begins on a stream linking Archie's lake to the ocean, perhaps trying to pick up some of the vibe of his medieval district Waterways. The boggy channel leads to a miniature rocky delta sprinkled with dead coral and cobblestone variants.
Making the edge look a lot more mucky, and then it should make the whole area feel a little bit more separated.
Fwip also delightfully furnishes the inside of his cottage,
Look at that, breakfast nook. Heck yeah.
as well as finding Pearl's Blackstone dragon left for him as a prank.
I don't know who else on the server could pull this off, but I kind of love it. Pearl did? Okay.
Germsy Boy 2 makes the inside of his fantasy house livable with proper wooden walls, cozy furniture, and an extra extension to the second floor.
I think that's going to look pretty cool. Then I'll put one more right there, of course, and I think that's going to be pretty much good for this area.
Germ gets an iron tier crate from the backpack lottery machine. Seriously, our writer is running out of names to call this thing. Please someone give it a name. Potting some flowers and scattering small details around his big cottage.
I think this is pretty good. I like this. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get to the downstairs area.
And finally, there's Chimney Swift, who gives everyone a free sample of fantasy juice after a quick visit to Beyond Logic. If you were confused as to who placed those honey bottles inside everyone's fantasy bases, here's the culprit.
We have Archelius. Boom, fantasy juice. Fwip, expert builder and lover of lilac. Boom, fantasy juice.
Back at his own plot, he builds up his aforementioned Radagast house, once again something he's claimed never to have done in Minecraft before. Chim mentions that it is still a work in progress, and that he'll need to work on the interior later on. He's now got at least 2 other people to help him with that.
You know, this is a work in progress right now, and I will show you guys the finished results when I finish it. I gotta spend some extra time on this.
And that's going to be it for this recap. Our designer is the Mima, our writer is Noteworthy59, my name is Matthias Stinson.
And my name is Superside Kian. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this recap. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next episode.